I'm doing pop culture, Depth vs. Heard, covering Manson, and also Brad Pitt once in a while. And as you guys know, a lot of people make up their mind based on what's out there in the media. Now, here's the thing about Brad Pitt. We've got some reports that on a private jet, he went a little crazy. He hit his kid, kicked, spilled drinks, something like that. I don't exactly know, and I'm not super concerned because the reason is we have no way to know, especially on something like a private jet. I mean, a penthouse is one thing. There's neighbors, people walk through there, things like that. But a private jet? I've got no idea. So I've got to stay completely neutral on Brad Pitt, but I can report that some of his exes and his now girlfriend are saying he's a good guy. And it's the same thing for Marilyn Manson. I don't know what happened 10 years ago. You don't know what happened 10 years ago. There's really no definitive way to know. So at the very least, you should stay neutral on it. This is from December 18th, 2022. It's called Former Girlfriend Reveals She Is Still Friends with Brad Pitt. And we know who that girlfriend is because she's pretty famous by the name of Gwyneth Paltrow. Hollywood actress Gwyneth Paltrow has dated Brad Pitt, Ben Affleck, Chris Martin, and many other celebs during her career. The Iron Man actress was recently asked about her current relationship with her former boyfriends. In an Ask Me Questions session on Instagram, a fan asked, "Are you still friends with your exes?" She replied, "Pretty much. I really believe in conscious uncoupling. When you spend meaningful time with someone, it's nice to have it morph into friendship. I don't want to have bad blood with anyone if I can help it. And I'm that type of guy too. You know, pretty much all my exes were either friends first or friends after. I can't recall like a really bad breakup. There were a few times where we just, kind of naturally stopped talking, things like that, or we met up and tried to be friends and it was just kind of gone and we had moved on or had another person in there or something. But for the most part, I think I've still got some exes on Facebook and things like that. I'm pretty sure of it. So if an ex did something really bad to me, which never actually happened, it's been pretty normal, I might not be talking to them. They say that Gwyneth and Brad called her off after he proposed. Probably old news. I didn't know that. They say she said that on Howard Stern. And they quote her, "I definitely fell in love with him. He was so gorgeous and sweet. I mean, he was Brad Pitt. My father was devastated when we split." She went on, "I was such a kid. I was 22 when we met. It's taken me until 40 to get my head out of my ass. You can't make that decision when you're 22 years old. I wasn't ready, and he was too good for me." Well, that's modest. I mean, I guess career-wise, he was certainly well above her level at that time. But okay, don't be too hard on yourself, Gwen. You're doing some weird things these days, but alright. So here's the post they took it from. And I gotta say, she doesn't directly mention Brad Pitt, but they make the assumption that since she didn't mention him, that must mean she's still friends with all her exes. So, fair enough. They say they met on the set of Seven, which is actually a really good movie, by the way, and they dated for 3 years from 94 to 97. Gwyneth said things like, "He's the love of my life," and "she's his angel." And here's another one about his current girlfriend. "Brad Pitt is very sweet," says new girlfriend Ennis de Ramon Insider. So, from an inside source. Of course, one of those inside sources. Brad Pitt is seemingly planning on a loved up new year. The actor is all set to mark the start of 2023 with a new girlfriend, Ines de Ramen. Wait, not ramen like ramen noodles, de Roman. Okay. Make fun of that one. I've never seen that name quite like that. An insider tells People this week, Ennis said that Brad is very sweet. He's not serious yet, but he's comfortable and they're having fun together, another added. Ennis and Brad met through a mutual friend. As per sources say, the Bullet Train star is really into her. Ennis has recently come out of a marriage with actor Paul Wesley. Brad, on the other contrary, is currently fighting a custody battle for his children against ex-wife Angelina Jolie. So much divorce, man. It's actually kind of scary. I mean, if my friend said to me, "Yo, bro, should I get married? I think I love her." I'd be like, "I don't know. Are you good at probability? Because it's not so great." It's like some kind of like 50-50 odds or something. Maybe it's more complicated for movie stars. After all, they've got more options and things like that. Who knows? This is not a relationship channel, so I digress. Just saying. Damn, so much divorce. Anyway, this was one of my occasional relationship videos with no big news, aside from the fact that Brad is having good things said about him by his exes, which is consistent with Johnny Depp, who you know had good things about him said by his exes. So I'll give it one little hint about who he is. If you're not subscribed here, consider it, and if you don't consider it and don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. Done here for now. See you next time.